All right, we are officially live. Here is it, May 1st? 2nd. Yeah, that's right, because tomorrow's the 3rd, the corner class. May 2nd, 2019, we're live for what we're going to call our season finale of the corner class. Oh, no, I'm all over the place. Season finale of Tulsa Talk Thursdays. The corner class tour starts tomorrow, May 3rd, in 10 different cities. I have come back into work. I've actually taken off today as a sick day. I've been in the physician all day, trying to make sure that my cough and nothing else arises. So not the highest energy, not feeling the best physically. I'm trying to rest up, prepare for tomorrow's corner class and this 10-city tour. But I want to honor my commitment for Tulsa Talk Thursday tonight, especially last week we postponed. And so just wanted to give our TREF fam updates, words of encouragement, and what we titled this particular podcast episode is, what we call it?
Pioneers for Progress.
That's what I'm talking about. Pioneers for Progress. And I intentionally told Queen Jazz that because I have been on this pioneering journey for several years now. And the whole focus and goal of pioneering, of trailblazing, at least for me, is to lead and to be able to lay down footprints, blueprints for progress. Tulsa Talks, this platform we have opened up for months now. I want to say almost a year. So this over a year. We've been doing this for over a year, every Thursday, hosting these open Q&A sessions. So you guys can call in and you can ask questions. We got a fancy speaker here. We do it live on Tulsa Real Estate Fund. We do it live on Tulsa Real Estate Fund LLC Facebook. I think we're on my page now.
Yep.
And it's just about opening up to this village of this Tulsa Real Estate Fund concept and allowing some dialogue to happen between myself, other experts, other staff members, particularly me as the founder and visionary. See my visionary outfit? The visionary of the fund. And just galvanizing and organizing and just dialoguing. And so part of that dialogue is progress that we've experienced under the Tulsa Real Estate Fund, which June 1st will mark a year anniversary of our IPO, initial public offering of shares of our company to the public. Right now, we are at the last stages of our annual qualification. So for those who don't know, you cannot at this moment invest in the Tulsa Real Estate Fund. However, you can get on our waiting list at tulsarealestatefund.com, where you can invest once we are active again, a minimum $500. To own 10 shares of our company, 10 units, and receive your 8% preferred return. That's after a 1-year lockup and then quarterly dividends, and receive 50% of the prorated profits of our real estate portfolio and activity under our fund, right? And so, again, you can get on a waiting list for that, tulsarealestatefund.com. But Tulsa is, although we are not receiving capital right now, we are actively deploying capital and funding deals, funding opportunities, partnering as a capital partner, equity partner on ventures throughout communities all around the country. Last week, Pioneers for Progress, this is a great time for everybody to focus. Facebook, you should be sharing this. Last week, in addition to our first acquisitions, last week we have deployed about $1 million, a little under $1 million last week, into 3 single-family developments in Cincinnati. That's just one, with a sponsor, a Black-owned real estate investment firm in Cincinnati. We funded their construction of 3 single-family homes in a gentrified area, which is part of our mission. We also funded a fix and flip opportunity here in Buckhead, Atlanta, Georgia, one of the premier sections of town, where a minority firm, a Black-owned firm, found an amazing opportunity here in Buckhead, in which we've helped them acquire. And then we also helped another minority investment firm, Black-owned firm in Nashville, fund and refinance an existing debt they had on a property. We refinanced that for their fix and flip opportunity. So last week alone, we were able to support 3 Black-owned real estate firms and deploy $884,000 plus into their projects and I have it written down somewhere. And pardon me, guys, for my dull energy tonight, but with those investments, I believe the average projected returns for our fund are above 25% return on investment back to our fund. I want to say close to 30% for deploying those capital opportunities. We have several deals still in underwriting. We're still supporting, right? So you guys can submit your real estate opportunities. Like if you want to, our thing is we don't want to buy back the block. We want to fund the block. That's our thing. So we want the goal, and I'm going to illustrate it just for this last episode, since Javi was gracious enough to clean off the whiteboard, although I didn't plan on teaching, and I won't really teach, but I will illustrate. What we have done as a recap for those who don't know, or for those who still are unclear of what we have done with the Tulsa Real Estate Fund, what we have done is created an economic vehicle. And in that economic vehicle, we've offered 1 million shares of our company to the general public at $50 per share. The minimum 10 shares, meaning minimum $500. And each investor gets their 8% preferred return and their prorated share of 50% of our profits, right? And so we have raised capital through the crowd, over $7.4 million, about $12 million of capital commitments, with $7.4 million of cash that we brought in. And from that, we pay our fund management fees, we pay our legal fees, we pay our fund fees, and we deploy the rest of the capital into opportunities, right? Buildings, assets, single family homes, etc. We have developed and are in the middle of developing an asset right now in East Point, Georgia, 5 minutes from the airport in a qualified opportunity zone. It's tentatively titled the Legacy Center. Well, it is the Legacy Center. And with that building, we all own it together. It's a office space for lease, as well as a shared workspace, and a TV, film, production studio, what we call a multimedia studio, is the goal of development for that project, right? And that's a building we all will own and will be a spearhead of this economic revolution. That building we purchased under value as well, and we believe has an amazing upside. I won't say amazing. I believe because, again, under this fund, it's a regulated fund, and there's certain terms and words that we like to stay away from. So we believe there will be reasonable returns within this particular opportunity, as well as future upside of growth and equity. We also are deploying and plan to close 28 units next week. These are 28 units that our management company, Jay Morrison Real Estate Partners, we'll call it JM Rep, has 28 units here in the Atlanta area. And those 28 units, we're going to be refinancing under the fund as well. And so that'll be an opportunity for the fund to deploy capital and to stabilize assets, and we all be a part of that in those 28 units. Those 28 units are, in this refinance opportunity, is 52% below market value, right? So we're getting opportunity 52% below the appraised value of the properties, and we have a development acquisition opportunity in Chicago that we are in the last stages of underwriting as well, that we hope to deploy into, and then there's more in our pipeline. So the goal is for us to deploy capital to fund opportunities in urban areas, fund opportunities where there are minority investors particularly, or socially responsible investors, developers. It's to transact sound real estate opportunities that can perform and bring back the fund its returns, its capital and its returns, and we all benefit from it. That's the goal. The goal is group economics in a organized way, in a regulated way, in a sophisticated way. Cooperative economics is called. The goal is to be able to continue to grow and raise capital together, and we have done as pioneers, we have made progress, and I think done a pretty good job of the systems, the processes, the procedures, the controls, the compliance, and everything else needed to make all this happen. And it's probably part of the reason why I'm sick right now is I've been working myself to the ground to make sure that I protect us in the fund. I'm the fund's manager and fiduciary, right, and CEO. And I understand that the responsibility of this working out and functioning, it falls on me. And our team and our staff, of course, but I am first line of defense. And so I've been working really, really hard every day, focusing, right? As entrepreneurs, many times we get distracted with so many side projects and passion projects and family and everything else that sometimes we lose focus on some of our priority opportunities. Well, I've been extremely focused and dedicated outside of running other businesses, outside of the many things that I do, launching this corner class tour, et cetera. I've been really focused on making sure that this model works for us, that we pioneer the kinks out, that we beat the learning curve so that we can show our community a working model of how to collaborate and exercise group economics. That's it. So tomorrow we will be at the building that we own, the Legacy Center, from 6 to 8 p.m., 3015 R and Martin Street. That's in East Point, Georgia, which is cousin to Atlanta, right next door. They blend borders. Come on out. We are doing our 4th year of the corner class. So I'll be teaching for free in the streets, in the corner, actually in our parking lot of the Legacy Center. Come on out tomorrow in Atlanta area, Atlanta Metro. In the Legacy Center parking lot, I'm going to teach a class on 2 topics I want to cover tomorrow. One is what the wealthy know that they have not taught us, right? So I want to teach strategies the wealthy know that they refuse to teach us. And I also want to teach life transformation through real estate. Those are my goals, right? Is to teach you specific life transformation skills leveraging real estate, and I want to teach you specific family wealth strategies the wealthy know they haven't taught us. Tomorrow, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern, East Point, Georgia. There's the address at our Legacy Center building. It'll be a great chance. We're not going inside, no tours inside, but you can visit our campus and get this priceless information. On Saturday, from 10 to 2 p.m., you guys can go to cornerclasstour.com to register for this. So we have your info to let you know if there's any updates or changes. Go to cornerclasstour.com to register. We're also going to 10 other cities. We'll be going to Dallas next and Houston. I think we'll make our way to LA, St. Louis, Chicago, Detroit, around the country, and we end up in the Bronx at some point 3 months down the line. So we're going to a city a week for the next dozen weeks, taking off Memorial Day and 4th of July. But again, we're kicking it off here in Atlanta area at East Point, at our Legacy Center building. And this is, again, a way how our village works, how we have galvanized and connected with this village in our community called TREF Life, or Tulsa Real Estate Fund. I write about it in my book, The Solution. You can read my blueprint that was written years ago, and we're living it out. And we want to invite TREF members, non-TREF members, all to come be a part, take advantage of this opportunity to learn from myself and my partner, Will Roundtree. My wife, Ernestine Morrison, is going to be teaching and performing a little bit as well. So we want to invite you guys out to that event tomorrow. We will be live streaming it for our live stream audience. But back to pure TREF, our work in the community, and you'll find this tomorrow, whether you watch it on live stream or you come to the corner class or any of the other weeks. Our passion, our authenticity, our work in the community, and me leveraging and expressing this 15 years of knowledge and continued knowledge that I keep amassing by facilitating business at a high level and advisors and consultants and staff and just learning as a CEO, as an executive. I know our community is behind the 8 ball, and we don't have many of these business skills, many of these wealth creation skills, many of these credit strategies, business strategies, real estate strategies. So I try to do my best as a person to give those back. And we also try to do it through our sister company, the Jay Morrison Academy, which is number 13 fastest growing education companies in the country. We try to give back through education because that's how I got on and got to be in this seat, was just because of what I know about real estate, business, and credit that most of the world just doesn't know. And most of our families just don't know. That is the secret sauce. And so between tomorrow's Friday class, 6 to 8 p.m., and we're doing a class Saturday here in Atlanta from 10 to 2 p.m., which you can go to cornerclasstour.com to get more information on the second day class. It's a private mastermind workshop. Between both of those classes, we're going to be teaching for the next 2 days, and we encourage all you guys to come out and learn. I'm done. I want to say, and I will take a couple questions and answers, but I do want to say a couple questions from live stream or the phone for those who called in, is that if you want Tulsa updates, if you are a Tulsa Real Estate Fund member and partner, we will send private updates through our newsletter and through private video message to our partners only. So when we say it's the grand finale of Tulsa Talk Thursday for this season, that is for the general public. Our Tulsa partners, all you guys have your emails, attached to your accounts. We will send you updates on our deployment, on our progress, and other updates for the fund. We will send you those updates through your email communications. We have some coming out to you. And so it's an us thing. It's a village thing. It's only for partners only. For the general public who wants to still keep up with TREF, guys, follow us on Instagram, Tulsa Real Estate Fund. We got over 114,000 followers. Add to that. Follow us on Facebook, Tulsa Real Estate Fund LLC. Join our email list for general updates at tulsarealestatefund.com. And pay attention to the corner class happening weekly in a city maybe near you. I'll still be talking TREF talk at our corner classes every Friday for the next 10 to 12 weeks. But as far as this Thursday night platform, it's a wrap for this season when we convene, or that's not the word, convene. What's the word? When we adjourn tonight. It'll be a wrap for Toast Talk Thursday for this season. We'll come back. We will be announcing the Black Wall Street Ball soon. That is our 3rd annual Black Wall Street Ball here in Atlanta, where you'll be able to get dressed up and come celebrate with us. It'll be happening in August, so look out for those notifications as well. Again, join our email list, TulsaRealEstateFund.com. Follow us on the gram, TulsaRealEstateFund.com. To all our partners, look for the private updates. Our goal is to simply raise capital, deploy capital, fund deals. Raise capital, deploy capital, fund deals, and really stimulate our own economy, stimulate our own community, and advance us economically. It's a lot harder work than one may think, but it's work that we are equipped to do. God gave us everything that we need. I believe that. All right, Q&A time. Any questions and answers as I and we prepare to adjourn this grand finale, season finale of Tulsa Talk Thursdays.
*6, call in.
Press *6 if you've called in and you want to ask a question on the phone. You press *6 to raise your hand. And if anyone on live stream has any questions, we'll take a few of those. And we're going to get out of here. I'm going to get some rest.
Terrell McKinney says, rest up, King Jay. Get plenty of rest and increase your fluid intake.
Yeah, I'm going to drink some water. Cheers to you, King. Thank you. Working hard around here on our behalf. Let me tell you, it's easy to talk group economics. Typing a hashtag is easy. You just put the # and then you type your word right after it, no spaces. That's it. Hashtag done. Group economics. Hashtag Black Wall Street. Done. To build out the compliance, the operations, the legal, the treasury, the administrative, the marketing, the branding, the capital deployment, the processing, the underwriting, the closing, the servicing of real estate deals, acquisitions, and to manage a fund, easier than a hashtag. Not really. Any questions? 323, what you got? Peace.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Vader. So my name is Vader from LA. So I actually wasn't aware of this fund until about probably like 6 weeks ago. You know, I signed up online so I can get the update. That's how I'm aware of this call. But it was no longer public to do the 500 minimum to be a part of it. And I'm sorry if you mentioned this in the opening of the call and I was about 10 minutes late, but is there an opportunity to invest? Because I see that it's not as simple as just going online and doing it.
Yeah, King, first and foremost, shout out to you on the West Side. And
Yes,
we appreciate you following us and keeping up with it and you know, kind of being on that waiting list. And there will be. So we are finishing our annual qualification renewal, and we anticipate that happening, any week now, God willing. And once that's done, we're going to make a big announcement for a new campaign, which will allow all of you on the waiting list or those who have invested before to double up or invest more or invest for the first time. And I don't even like to say invest, I want to say partner. See, it's different when you just give somebody money or you believe in something, you donate, you GoFundMe, you collection plate, but no, we're talking about being a partner and where we all own this portfolio together. And I think that's what we're going to be talking about the next weeks. We're still going to be marketing. We're still going to put stuff out there. But yeah, encourage your friends and family, King, to join the list. But we will be announcing that, God willing, in the next few weeks. And it will be as easy as you going online, self-registering, self-qualifying, putting your ACH in and investing and partnering and owning your shares.
Okay. Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir, King. Peace. Look for that soon. Any other questions in the call queue or live stream? It's *6 if you're in the call queue, and then live stream, you got to type it in.
Rock Boss asks, how will the Legacy Center make money?
Rock Boss?
Rock Boss.
Rock Boss. Rock Boss. Well, most real estate assets make money by either you flipping them and reselling them, or by you renting or leasing the space. And so we're going to choose the latter right now, which is going to be renting and leasing the space. So it's going to make money through rental and lease income. Done. And that's all in our projections and pro forma, and has been distributed to our fund partners. I don't know if Rock Boss is a partner or not, but our partners have that info.
Simply Mila asks, when they open the wait list, does that depreciate other people's shares?
Great question. When we open our wait list, it does not dilute your shares because we still have available shares, right? So we're not creating new shares that then dilute your shares. So it's the same million shares we started with, but now we're going to be just opening back up the qualification or subscription for more people to invest. That's all. What it will do is allow more capital for us to go acquire more assets to increase, hopefully, our capital balance and our investment opportunity.
Jennifer's little girl says, Jay, come to Ferguson and Berkeley and St. Louis, where Ferguson meets up for a real corner of West Florissant and Chambers Road.
Well, I know we are coming to St. Louis. We may not be going down the road in Ferguson, but I will talk to one of my brothers, Mike, out in St. Louis, who's on the ground, grassroots organizer about Ferguson potentially. But we certainly will be in St. Louis on our corner class. For more corner class info, cornerclasstour.com.
All right, and a caller, 443.
443?
Hi, Jay.
Yes, sir.
Hi, my name is Rudy. And this is kind of more of a personal question. I'm a member, and I have a scheduled K1, and when they sent me that, it actually has a different social security number. There's one number off. How do I change that? Do I call a number to the office?
Yes, you can call the office during the day, the 800 number, or emails. It's info, right, at Tulsa?
Info at Tulsa.
Yep, or email info@tulsarealestatefund.com. Our team is very good with getting back. And then we can get you through the process of clarifying any K1 error or any of that.
Okay. And then everybody's supposed to have the W-9
taxpayer identification number, the W-9 forms?
Just K1s.
Correct.
Yeah, just
Okay.
K1s, which are the partnership returns. That's it.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
No problem, King Yao. I'm glad we can help. All right. Any last live stream or caller questions as we wrap up the season finale of Tulsa Talks? You don't see this much in our industry, in the funding space, crowdfunding space, where CEOs, fund managers literally just open up. Typically doesn't work that way. Usually it's mostly digital communications, but we like to do something different, and we're a different kind of fund. So we like to be as, transparent and as open and communicative as possible. Who we got?
Caller 214.
214.
King Jay, what's going on, brother?
What's going on, King Peace?
You got it. This is Kevin Brown from Dallas, Texas, with Simply Custom.
Okay, we're gonna be there. We're gonna be there in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited. First, I want to say that I appreciate you, and I want to thank you for being obedient to what God has called you to do, and for doing very important work.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, listen, we would love to connect with you when you get to Dallas. We are a real estate development company, been doing business for about 25 years here in Dallas. I've built over, 250 homes.
Nice.
Developed both residential and commercial, over 1 million square feet over that period of time. We'd love to know how we can partner with you when you get here and help you out while you're in Dallas. And so just wanted to connect. We are members, and so I'm excited and proud members of the family.
Thank you. I'm proud to be part of your family. You got over 1 million square feet built. So Queen
wanted to
Jazz.
know how we could connect and help you when you're in Dallas.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And that's what this is all about. It's about how the village comes together. Queen Jasmine is taking your number right now. And what was your name again, King? Kevin?
Yep.
Okay, what's your last name?
Kevin Brown with Simply Custom.
All right, Kevin Brown. So I will make sure we pass your contact info over to our communications officer extraordinaire, Mrs. Ernestine Morrison, and we'll reach out tomorrow and let's see how we can make Dallas even bigger and better, and how we can connect when we're there, and see what kind of opportunities we can create for our community, for our businesses, or just build in general. So look forward to that.
All right. Hey, keep doing what you're doing, man. We're extremely proud of you, and I always have you in my prayers.
Thank you, King. I appreciate that. TREF life.
All right.
All right. That why that is special to me that he said that is it is always good to get not so much the acknowledgement but more so the encouragement, because see, someone that's not saying that many of you don't get it, but I know someone that's been in the business 25 years and has that kind of resume, as do many of the real estate experts that I who are colleagues, who I know, who whatever. They are all so impressed, wowed, all that. Because being in the industry, we know how hard it is to get access to capital. We know how hard it is to raise capital. We know how hard it is to run the infrastructure of a fund. And I think sometimes it gets lost in pop culture, the mechanics and what we've had to put together, and just the personal challenges that I've had to overcome and face in order to be here, right? You're talking about an 11th grade high school dropout. You're talking about no college education. You're talking about a 3-time felon. You're talking about 2.5 years in prison. You're talking about just discharging bankruptcy, going through my own financial challenges, going through divorce, going through being a teenage dad, going through the streets, going through all that I've been through to overcome and figure this out. And to put a team together that can support me in figuring this out and maintaining this and us growing together. It is spiritual. It is God's sin. It's dope. It's a labor. It's a labor of love, though, and I appreciate the encouragement from all of you. Honestly, the prayers from those of you who did invest or couldn't invest because of budget or timing or whatever. It is appreciated, all that support. And we even appreciate some of our disparagers and detractors and critics because they have really tested us. And imagine, Queen Jazz, if we can get through what we've had to endure and get through on this round.
Right.
I mean, hey, right? So it definitely is, no reward, no risk is taken. Iron sharpens iron and pressure bust pipes, but not us. So it's all good. We love it. Any last questions in the queue of either the call or live stream? Any back there on Facebook, Javi? Thank you all for all your support. Again, get on the waiting list, TulsaRealEstateFund.com. 10-city tour starting tomorrow, May 3rd, here in Atlanta, right at our building, 3015 R. Martin Street, the Legacy Center. You can't miss it. It's the black building on the block. Literally, the black building. 6 to 8 p.m., come on out. Then we're going to Dallas next, then Houston and around the country. That's cornerclasstour.com. To get on the waiting list, TulsaRealEstateFund.com. We're still deploying capital to submit an opportunity. We still have a few million to deploy. Well, maybe not a few, maybe a couple. But we still have some dollars to deploy. Submit your opportunities, TulsaRealEstateFund.com. It's a pleasure of mine. We are funding many young, black and brown, socially responsible investment firms, development firms, investors, companies. We have a couple more in the pipeline. That's the magic of the fund. It's not the fact of raising capital, etc. It's the fund deploying the capital and giving people the opportunities in their community to acquire or develop real estate with a firm that was the first black-owned real estate crowdfund in the history of the country, but to give them the opportunities for flexible and fair underwriting, capital deployment, win-win scenarios, capital partnerships. Excuse me. That's a joy to me. It's a joy to get those calls like, King, thank you. My wife and I, thank you. Hey, King, we just refinanced this. We just purchased this. We just acquired this. Thank you, Tulsa. They're thanking not just me, but us. Our dollars we put together help fund other people's dreams and opportunities. That's the magic. If that's all the questions for tonight, I'm going to say thank you guys for this first year plus of Tulsa Talk Thursdays. We'll be back again to all our investment partners. You will get updates privately through our email message, through private video through our email, newsletters, etc. We're still keep communications going to all our partners. We still communicate with our general crowd through emails as well, so you'll get email updates, Instagram, Facebook, but this podcast platform is a wrap. So tonight's the last night. Peace out, guys. TREF life. We're still taking deals. Get on the waiting list. Let's continue to make history and pioneer and continue to make progress. Not the talking kind of progress, but the walking kind of progress. All right. Thank you, guys. Love you. Peace.